In today's video, we'll take a look at some cranberry farms in the US and understand how American farmers produce 790 million pounds of cranberries. So let's get started. Cranberries are a group of dwarf shrub with evergreen leaves, dark pink flowers, and reflexed petals. The fruit itself is a berry, which starts off light green and turns red when fully ripe. Cranberries have long been used as a superfood and are one of the most vital agricultural products in the United States. In 2020, global cranberry production was over 660,000 tons, with 97% of that output originating from the US, Canada, and Chile. Among these three countries, the US is the world's leading producer of cranberries, dedicating over 40,800 acres to this crop and yielding nearly 8.7 million barrels every year. According to data obtained by the Cranberry Marketing Committee, nearly all of the country's supply is cultivated in 5 states. Wisconsin contributes almost 59% of U.S. production, equaling 4.8 million barrels. Massachusetts adds another 30%, translating to 1.3 million barrels. The remainder is produced by New Jersey, Oregon, and Washington. Statistics also reveal that Americans consume nearly 400 million pounds of cranberries per year, 80 million of which is devoured during the holiday season. That's an astonishing 20% of the country's total yearly appetite for these tiny little antioxidant-packing berries. But these numbers shouldn't be too surprising. Thanksgiving in the US is incomplete without cranberry sauce, a single can of which requires over 200 berries. Cranberry sauce is traditionally served with roast turkey, which is a Thanksgiving staple all over the country. Americans also consume cranberries in the form of cranberry juice. In fact, 95% of the annual U.S. cranberry harvest is used to make juice or juice blends, and nearly 4,000 berries are required to make 1 gallon of juice. According to the Ocean Spray Cooperative, cranberries grown domestically are shipped to states with the highest demand: California, Florida, Texas, and Massachusetts. Cranberries are also sent around the world, with the UK, Germany, Mexico, and France emerging as the largest importers. So how are cranberries grown in the United States? As mentioned before, the cultivation and harvesting of these berries occur primarily in the northern regions of the country, where optimal growth conditions exist, such as sandy soil, abundant fresh water, and a growing season from May to October. Being a Native American wetland fruit, cranberries grow on low-lying, trailing vines that thrive on a specific combination of soil and water properties usually found in wetlands. Historically, wetlands have always been a requirement for cranberry cultivation due to their sponge-like nature, effectively storing an adequate amount of water and maintaining the water table. Cranberry vines are found in impermeable beds called bogs or marshes, which are typically layered with sand, gravel, peat, and clay. Like other stages in the cultivation process, this agricultural technique takes a cue from the past. The first ever bogs were formed naturally from glacial deposits more than 10,000 years ago. Today, commercial bogs use a combination of wetlands, uplands, ditches, flumes, ponds, and other water bodies to sustain a consistent water level in the cranberry beds. However, contrary to popular belief, these beds aren't naturally flooded throughout the year. Instead, farmers install specialized irrigation systems within the bogs to maintain soil moisture and facilitate growth. Cranberry beds are later irrigated during the winter to provide frost protection and shield the crop against exceedingly low temperatures. In recent years, water conservation practices have become an integral part of the cranberry farming industry. Farmers are instructed to follow sustainability strategies, such as water recycling and using soil sensors and weather data to monitor irrigation, which ultimately reduces water waste. Cranberry beds also need an adequate supply of fertilizer, which costs around $7,000 per year, including both organic and synthetic fertilizer. Farmers are encouraged to utilize natural fertilizers more than synthetic ones, and find ways to use more sustainable alternatives like compost or cover crops. According to recent data, the maintenance of cranberry beds comes at a cost of around $30,000 to $50,000 per acre. Besides seed, fertilizer, and irrigation expenses, there are also equipment maintenance and repairs, labor costs, and additional expenses for pet control and crop protection. While pest control is a crucial consideration in agriculture, it holds even greater importance in cranberry farming. These tiny berries are more prone to various pests and diseases, such as root rot, fruit rot, and cranberry false blossom disease. As a result, farmers use a combination of effective pest control treatments, including not only pesticides but also herbicides, fungicides, and other chemicals that are administered through agricultural sprayers. Additionally, Farmers also need to regularly monitor the fields to ensure early detection of any pests and reduce the risk of crop damage. Sustainability plays a vital role here as well, with farmers following the latest developments and research in cranberry farming. This includes IPM, or Integrated Pest Management, a technique that combines both biological and chemical control methods to protect crops before harvest. In winter, farmers flood cranberry bogs to create an ice layer that protects the underlying vines so that the seeds remain protected from the cold until the next season arrives. Then in spring, bogs and marshes are drained, before blossoms start to appear. This is when farmers know that the crop is ready for pollination. During summer, extensive growth takes place, as petals fall from the flowers, exposing premature green nodules that later turn into vibrant red fruit. And finally, during fall, which generally extends from mid-September to mid-November, cranberries develop their deep red color and are ready to harvest. At this stage, some cranberries may be pink or white, which indicates that they need more time to mature. The harvesting process has several steps, each of which is crucial to ensure maximum yield. Farmers start by flooding the bogs with 6 to 8 inches of water above the vines. The next step is to use specialized harvesting machines that help loosen the cranberries from the vines. Once the harvester has driven through the beds, multiple air chambers allow the cranberries to float to the surface. The berries are then collected in a corner and transported from the farm to receiving stations, where all the remaining debris is removed from the berries to get them ready for packaging and processing. Most cranberries in the US are harvested using wet picking, but 5 to 10% of the crop is dry harvested as well. In the past, dry harvesting was done by hand or two-handed comb scoops, but nowadays the process involves mechanical harvesters with comb-like conveyor belts that remove cranberries from the vines. Regardless of the method used, harvesting results in different varieties of cranberries. The most popular ones include Ben Lear, Howes, Cyrils, Early Blacks, and Stevens. Over the past decade, cranberries have gained immense popularity among health-conscious consumers. And rightfully so, since this vibrant fruit comes with all kinds of health-boosting benefits. Fresh cranberries contain 87% water and 82% carbohydrates, along with vitamin C, dietary fiber, and manganese, a mineral most people don't get enough of. Cranberries are known for their high antioxidant content. A study found that out of 20 common fruits, cranberries have the maximum number and amount of antioxidants, such as quercetin, myricetin, and peonidin, all of which help prevent age-related oxidative damage. By reducing oxidative damage, cranberries also help decrease the risk of major health issues like diabetes, heart disease, and some types of cancer. A 2011 study found that chemicals called polyphenols, which are abundant in cranberries, reduce LDL cholesterol levels and improve heart health. Similarly, another study concluded that participants who regularly consume cranberry juice in reasonable amounts had a reduced risk of developing coronary artery disease. Cranberry juice is infamously used to treat UTIs, thanks to its antibacterial properties that help fight against E. coli in the bladder. Furthermore, a 2017 systematic review showed that consuming cranberry juice can reduce the risk of UTIs by 26%. Cranberries also improve digestive health by inhibiting the production of H. pylori, a bacterium that can cause stomach infections. According to research, cranberries fight some viruses as well and can support postmenopausal health. All in all, cranberries are a nutrient-dense and versatile fruit. Their tart and tangy flavor and vibrant color make them the best kind of berries, whether it's juices, sauces, or dried fruits. Incorporating cranberries into your diet can have numerous health benefits, and you can always add them to your sweet or savory dishes for an extra burst of freshness. That's it for today, guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. See you next time!